Hey Collective, welcome back for a daily message. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. I had to start working outside of the house again. My schedule has went back to being super crazy and hectic and stressful, and I have not been able to get a good grip on, I've got classes I got to take, I've got work, I've got kids, I've got a million things to do, and sources, here we are again in another stupid job that I'm not supposed to be in. This is how I feel. I'm very frustrated with it. Can you tell? Very frustrated. So, thank you for being patient with me. I'm going to get back to the videos as much as I possibly can, but I will definitely get at least one collective out every day. I'm trying to do the shorts for the zodiacs. My schedule's just been too crazy. I can't. So, I'll get to it, guys. You have the card, you are good enough. Full moon and Virgo. They're saying that sometimes, for those that resonate, sometimes there's really, like, they want you to evaluate. You really don't believe that you're good enough for something. Your mind, like, intellectually, you're saying it to yourself in your mind, but you're not feeling it in your heart or your solar plexus. It's not resonating through all the other chakras like it needs to. And it's because there's residual fear from unresolved issues from the past that needs to be removed out of your body. Time is going to take care of that. That's what I just heard. There's nothing you can do right now to like push this forward. It's just time is going to take care of that, is what they're telling me. When you tend to get too stressed out and you say, I don't know what sources got going on, I don't know what we're doing, I don't know, like why I have to wait so long, why is source doing this, why is source doing that, blah blah blah. Those messages, those that is just words. Those are just words that are speaking to this insecurity. Because you're not receiving something because you don't fully believe it or feel it yet inside of your body. So that's why you have to believe it before you see it. So if you're not believing it and you're stressed out and you're constantly asking source, when's this coming? Why that? When's this? That means there's something else within you that needs to be addressed. What do I need to do now, source? What's the next step? That's the question to be asking. And that's where you need to, like, when you get that information, what's the next step? And they give you that little nugget. They give you, that next piece. Then you move to the next piece. You don't go, okay, but when's this coming? Okay, but when's this? Why am I not getting this yet? I'm stressed out. I need money. Da 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 da. This is the piece to get you there. They already gave you the big picture. They're not going to keep giving you the big picture when what you need to focus on daily are the little things that get you there. Okay? I just heard evaluate how you feel about yourself. Falling in love with yourself is important. Finding fairness and balance within yourself is important. Do you see? Look at this. Do you see? This came in reverse for me. Your hard work is paying off in reverse. And this is coming out in the past. This came out present, and then we've got future. So they've given you a timeline, like something wasn't working out for you. It's not paying off because you're still working through insecurities of not feeling good enough. And here's the thing, like, as a blanket statement, you could say, I am good enough. But it's in the day-to-day activities that you have action that you need to take. That action you need to take is not showing you're good enough. Like, you're saying it, but the action is not following it. You understand what I'm saying? And if it is, then great. But this needs to happen consistently. There's something that needs to happen consistently. And what needs to happen is you learning to love yourself a little bit more. So this is truly just about, like, segment and 10 your day. Like, make this, instead of making this about the big dream or whatever the big goal that you're working on, start practicing with smaller goals. Start practicing with those. Show yourself that you're good enough with the smaller things. Something that scares you, do it anyway. If it's a small jump, if it's something that scares you like this, don't take that big jump. But if it's something that scares you just a little bit, take that jump and see where it takes you. A little bit, take that jump, see where it takes you. They want you to start working through your, and they're telling me these are things that they're giving you, they're planting little circumstances or situations in your life that are going to help you practice this exactly. They're already doing it. You already have the life experiences to practice this. But now they want you to deliberately start practicing this. When somebody says something or something happens and you have a knee-jerk reaction and you automatically get mad, stop and think. This didn't work out because A, B, and C. Does this mean I'm not good enough? No, this doesn't mean I'm not good enough. This means D, E, F, G, That's what you got to do. You got to go this way. You receiving this information wasn't about you not being good enough where you had to just fall back. It was about you having to just pivot and take a different path. So they're saying something like I have to say it again. You really think that you have full-blown confidence. You really believe that in your mind, but the rest of your body does not. Your chakras are screaming at you. And when there's hesitation, there's resistance, there's procrastination, that is all indicators of that. Okay. All right. I got this message because I saw the 10 of Wands on the bottom and then they told me to take it out. And here's the message. The reason you don't think you're good enough for something. And this is how it is equated. Ooh, no romantic cycle begins. And believe in the impossible was underneath it. I didn't even see that. So that was hidden. So whatever it is that you are doing, it's like rare. It's not going to be something that is prevalent, that there's just an overabundance on this planet. It's something kind of rare. There's not many out there doing whatever this is, okay? So that's interesting that came out. So what they're telling me here with the 10 of Wands, you run circles around people when you have to deal with stuff like this. Like when it comes to dealing with the mundane, everyday humdrum, taking care of problems, taking care of business people, blah, blah, blah. Doing this type of work, this is your wheelhouse. Like being able to just really push yourself forward. What they're trying to do is get you to relax into a different set of energy, a different vibration, and a different lifestyle where you don't have to live with such hustle and bustle. But because you've done this so long, you have equated your worth with this amount of work, this amount of stress. So when Source comes along and they ask you to do something that seems less stressful, insignificant, not really a big deal, and it's at the beginning stages of it, you're blowing it off like it's no big deal. And if it's something new and you're not that great at it, you tend to shy away from it instead of sticking with it, being consistent, and growing the skill. And that's what they're saying with you not feeling good enough. You can do something one day and then you take a 2 or 3 week break. And then you do something else one day and then you're taking them months off. So it's like that. There's a consistency here. What they're asking you to do and implement is going to be much easier than the stuff you've been dealing with. So while you've been successful at this, they're trying to build success in a whole new atmosphere, a whole new way for you. They're trying to build a lifestyle that's easier, that doesn't require so much stress, so that you can see your worthiness is not tied to how much work you do or how much you do for others. It's tied to how you feel about yourself. So there are things they're asking you to do right now to start and implement that has challenged your confidence. And those things that are challenging your confidence, those are the very thing that you need to be working on. And they're telling me these are things at first, like in the beginning, they come across as like boring, but look, my left hand just started itching like crazy, which means this is how you receive. So whatever it is that they're asking you to do that's boring, that you think you're not that great at, or you just stop because you're bored, it puts your mind in the right energetic space to receive the things that you want to move forward, to receive the answers and the clarity to take the next step, or the piece of information you need, or the money you need, or the, whatever it is. All of that comes in, but it's going to come in through something different. It's going to be a peaceful avenue. And they want me to point out, you do not have to be perfect at this. You are a student. So they want you to look at it like that. When you think of a student, when you think of kids in school, they're not, well, the majority, they're not waking up every day stressed out whether they're going to perform well in school. Well, depending on your parents, you might. But they go to school, they go into class, they don't feel invested like, if I don't pass this test, I'm not going to get a paycheck. It's not that type of pressure. Like, if I don't pass this, I'm not going to get paid. If I don't draw this better, I'm not going to get paid. If I don't make this report cleaner, I'm not going to get paid. It's nothing like that. What they're asking you to do is just learn. So you just putting in the effort to learn consistently is going to speak volumes to you being good enough, because your mind is saying it, but your actions are not following it. Remember, so it's about the action, and it's about the smaller things, not these big stressful things that you're dealing with. Okay, so new romantic cycle begins, and believe in the impossible. I want to clarify. They're wanting me to point out this is new moon in Libra. So they're wanting me to point out that that's coming up, guys. That's what is that? The first, second week of September, I think that is. So there's your timeline. I heard by that time, from now to that time, you will be working on and learning to fall in love with yourself. And by the time this cycle begins, whatever it is that you start now, you will be so utterly pleased with yourself and where you are that it's like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this sooner? Okay. Okay. You have an eye opener on the new moon in Libra, which is coming up. Yeah. You're moving. Somebody here's moving, and it's specific. I don't like, sometimes this is just moving away from, the negative emotions. This is moving away from that faulty mindset, moving away from, your insecurities here. But this is oh my God, yeah. This is fully giving me a moving vibe, because this is what I got. The 8 of Cups, she's moving. She's got a moving truck, and she's moving. And then you have the 4 of Wands that came after that, which is all about the home and the house and celebration. And then you had the 6 of Pentacles that came out, which is about equal give and take. So somehow, whatever you've done to invest in yourself, invest in something, somebody else is coming to invest in you. So that's where this reciprocity comes through, and it's big. It's a nice surprise for you. It is going to cause some problems for some people. It is going to cause animosity and strife, because other people's lifestyles are going to be affected by this move. Their comfortability is going to go away, because for whatever reason, somehow the way that you live benefits a group of people. And when you move away from this situation and you have this new cycle that's beginning, it, like, what was comfortable in their lives now becomes really uncomfortable, and it causes problems for them. So then they obviously their backlash is coming towards you. All right, their backlash is coming towards you. But this is why. Look at, you see what came out in reverse? The 3 of Cups in reverse. It's because you're cramping up their lifestyle. Whatever they did, they were able to be easy, have things easy. And remember this card here. So while other people are living this, you're living this, helping them out. And as you move here, this gets flipped. And that's why they get angry, is because you're taking away their creature comforts somehow. You're affecting their life schedule. That's what I just got. So what are they to do with it? Just said laugh it off and move on. They don't want you to be concerned about other people being mad about you moving on, because they're only upset because it's affecting them in a way that's negative, and they don't care that it's a good positive move for you and possibly your family, because I see this 10 of cups here, or 10 of pentacles. It could be a really good move for you and your family, but other people are going to say, well, this is a bad idea because of A, B, and C, but all of the reasons they're giving are reasons for them, right? They're just going to try to talk you out of it. That's all. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Peace and love.